Hi. Um, I I have to admit that the Minnesota memories, at least the Carlsted, Minnesota memories, are really come flooding back since I sort of headed down this road. So I don't think I've told this one before, and if I have, I'm just going to tell you it's about a moose in the front yard. So if that's one I've told before and you don't want to listen again, by all means, skip on past. So, but one morning when I was in high school, I went out to get in my car and go to school, and standing in our front yard was a full-grown female moose. Now, I have to say that in my interactions with mooses, and there were several when we lived in Minnesota, I don't recall one ever being aggressive or anything like that, something that would have made me afraid. But at the same time, I had never been within spitting distance of one when I wasn't in a car. So I'm not gonna lie, I was concerned, and I didn't know how I was gonna get to my car. I mean, I don't think she was standing between the car and me, but it was such that I did not want to go off the steps of the house and go down into the yard. I don't recall how this incident ended exactly. I'm trying to think. I may have yelled at it or something, but I mean, eventually it kind of wandered off, and I went and got in my car and drove to school. And I said there were several things with mooses when we lived in Carlsted. Made me think of another one. One night I was driving home in that old Maverick, and it did not have very good headlights, as I've said before. And I'm driving along on the gravel road that went to our house, and all of a sudden, again, like often happens, I see something in front of me, but I'm not sure what it is. But I slam on the brakes, and by the way, there was no snow. This was like in the summer or something, whatever. I mean, the road wasn't icy. I think it was warm. But anyway, I slam on the brakes, and I realize as I'm sliding toward whatever this thing is that it's a moose. And they're tall enough, and that Ford Maverick was short enough that, you know, that the belly of the moose was taller than the hood of the car. So, but what I remember is that the moose was just as surprised as I was, because it turned around and its eyes were like saucers, and I didn't hit it. Weirdly enough, I did not hit it, but I came close to sliding up underneath it. I don't exactly know how close I got, but it was scared, and so was I. And then one other moose story I could think of, that if you went past our house going east, it may be 5 or 6 miles, I'm not really sure, but there was a swamp up there. There were lots of swamps up there, and but there was this one particular moose that lived in this swamp next to the road, and you could go there almost any time you wanted, and this moose would be standing there, you know, belly deep in water. And so we used to go look at him, and I don't know, it just seems odd now. I mean, then it just seems so matter of fact that you would see them, because they were, you know, really quite common, and they weren't really afraid of people. I mean, Lord knows when you're that big, there's not a whole lot for you to be afraid of, except for maybe wolves, and probably not even a bear, because they'd be faster than a bear, but wolves could, I suppose, gang up on them in a pack. But anyway, but it just seems odd, and I've heard now too, because of climate change, and it's gotten warmer in northern Minnesota and in Canada, that mooses are having a hard time because of the warmer weather and the warmer winters. But I don't know, I'll probably need to ask the Google about that. Anyway, okay, that's my story for today. Unless I think of another one, and then I'll do another one. Okay, love you.